Hello everybody. I know I hadn't had a video in a couple weeks. Every time I try to sit down and do one, I just have gotten frustrated because of the topic I want to talk about. Well, the topic I want to talk about is the upcoming election. Okay. Now, before everybody gets mad about this, look, I'm not going to tell you who I'm voting for. I don't care who you're voting for. Couple things. One, you got to start being nicer to each other. Okay? This election, and it's not even an election yet. You know, there's still a primaries. I mean, they ain't even chose a candidate yet. And people are already losing friends over this. You know, long time friends. Okay? So, one, be nicer to each other. Okay? Learn how to communicate with one another. Make your point. Let them make their point. And if you can't agree, then agree to disagree. Right? There is no reason for people, adults, to act this way. Okay? I see it all the time. Such and such, you know, made me mad. We're not friends anymore because they're voting for, you know, whoever. What does it matter? Honestly, what does it matter? Okay? So, there. Two, stop blaming the Republicans. Stop blaming the Democrats. Stop blaming the president. Okay? You want to know who needs to be blamed for the way this country is? Go look in the mirror. I'll wait. Go look in the mirror. What did you see? Right? That's who needs to be blamed. You and me, the American citizen. We've allowed this nonsense for too long, and we're constantly trying to find a scapegoat to be blamed for our negligence. Okay? It's easy to blame the Republicans. It's easy to blame the Democrats. It's easy to blame the president. And it's a lot harder to take the blame yourself. All right? We've become complacent in this country. We're constantly allowing big businesses to control our government. We're constantly allowing the government to control our lives. We're constantly allowing ourselves not to do anything about it. Okay? Now, you know me. You can call me crazy if you want. You can call me a prepper. You can call me psychopath. The truth is the truth. And the truth is this. We, the people, right? We, the people, not the sons of bitches in Congress, right? Not the crooks in Washington, right? Not the president. We, the people. So if you want to blame somebody, go look in the mirror, right? If you're the type of person, I'm sorry, this is three. If you're the type of person who doesn't have a view, doesn't want to share your view, doesn't believe in anything, that's your choice. This is America. You're allowed to do that. Then, by all means, be that person. When it comes down to it, the person that doesn't vote, the person who doesn't let their voice be heard, and the person who doesn't want to take part, the person that doesn't want to make waves, there again, that's the reason we are where we are. You've got to let your voice be heard. Okay? 4, when was the last time you wrote, emailed, or made a phone call to your congressman or senator? Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Here's a better question. How many of you know who your congressmen and senators are? Let's start there. Do you know who actually represents you in Washington, D.C.? Right? Got you, didn't I? Find out. Write these people. Email these people. Call their office. Let your voice be heard. Now, with that though, you do have to remember a few things. You need to be polite. You need to be coherent. You need to write incomplete sentences like a grown-up. Okay? You will not be taken seriously if you write, speak, converse on a 5th grade level. Do not use profanity. Do not make threats. Make your voice be heard as an intelligent human being. Okay? So find out who represents you and start writing these people. Let your voice be heard. Now, once all the smoke clears and we've got a Republican candidate and a Democratic candidate and a Tea Party candidate and a Libertarian candidate and whatever, between the election this year for president, the election this year for congressmen and senators, and then the election for congressmen and senators in 2 years, the midterms, we, the people, have the ability to put every one of those sons of bitches out of work. Right? Doesn't matter if they're Democrats, if they're independents, if they're Republicans. It's time for a change. And the only way that change is going to happen is to go to the polls and vote. Okay? There again, I'm not going to discuss politicians. I'm not going to discuss politics. Okay? I'm just trying to talk some sense. Anybody who's currently in office does not deserve to be reelected. Period. Okay? Find out who represents you and make sure you don't vote for them again. Vote for the other guy. Right? So if you want to, and if you're voting the same party, make sure your person is not brought up for reelection for the same party. If there's only the two options, then vote for the other party. Nobody deserves to be reelected. Period. Vote them all out. Put them all out of a job. Then start writing your new congressmen, your new senators. Okay? Tell them the changes you want. Get rid of the Electoral College. You don't get a raise as long as the national debt and the unemployment rate is at a certain percentage. Your salary is based on the gross national income of the American citizen. Whatever. Make your voice be heard. Don't just sit at home and complain about it. Do something about it. Become active, get involved, get educated, and make a difference. Okay? Now, with all that being said, right, this country's in a mess. Whether you want to believe it or not, we are in a mess. Right? We, the people, need to take responsibility for our actions. Our actions and our decision-making process and change it. All right? Whether it's for the better or not, that'll be foreseen later. Changes need to be made. And the only way changes are going to be made is if you do something about it. We do something about it. We, the people. Okay? Now, like I said, I've been trying to make this video for a couple weeks, and every time I sit down, I just get frustrated, I get mad. Because I'm tired of seeing the petty stuff every day. I'm tired of hearing the petty stuff every day, right? This one says this. This one says that. Well, first off, you got to remember they're all crooks, right? Every last one of them's crooks. Anybody who wants to be a career politician, I'll tell you they're a crook. But personally, I'm tired of coming down to the wire and then deciding on the lesser of two evils. I'm tired of making that decision. I believe if we, the people, let our voice be heard, we would have better candidates. Now, with that being said, we, the people, also have to be able to hear the truth. Right? The truth is we have to pay taxes. Right? The truth is that not all of us are going to be rich. Right? The truth is that the government has to spend money on welfare, Social Security, disability, veterans. It has to be done, right? Military salaries, whatever. The government has to spend money. The money has to come from somewhere. It comes from taxes. So when a politician tells you we're going to have taxes, then there's no reason to get mad at him. He's telling the truth. We, the people, don't like hearing the truth. Proven fact. For some reason, the majority of American citizens really enjoy being lied to. And they believe the lies are told. Okay? Me, I'm pretty much convinced that, they're all going to lie to us. Right? It's just a matter of how bad the lie is or what lie they're telling today. But when a person tells you the truth, there's no reason to get mad about that. You don't get mad about the fucking lies, don't get mad about the truth. Okay? The truth is, we got to pay taxes. Okay? So, there again, I believe we should pay a flat tax. I don't understand why a huge percentage of my paycheck every week goes to Uncle Sam when companies can get away with a zero tax rate, a negative tax rate. Okay, for those of you who don't understand this, a negative tax rate means that not only do they not supply any income to our government through income tax, they get a refund every year because they have a negative tax rate. How many of you have a negative tax rate? I know I don't. Okay? So, a person that is struggling to make ends meet also has to pay taxes to support the government. But a company that makes $18 billion a damn year not only does not pay any money into the government, they get a $3.5 million a year tax credit. That's the kind of things we need to discuss with our congressmen and senators. This needs to change. We need a flat tax rate. Okay? We need term limits. President has term limits. Governors have term limits. Congressmen and senators need term limits. Their paycheck needs to be based on the median income of the U.S. citizen. Right? Why are we paying you $500,000-$600,000 a year to do a job half-assed when the average American household makes $40,000 a year? That's what your pay should be. And I believe that would motivate them to bring in business to this country, bring jobs back to the country, to increase the money the American worker makes so that their pay increases. Right? Seems easy enough. Nobody wants, the Congress and senators obviously don't want to talk to me. They don't want to hear the truth, do they? No, they want to be lied to. Yes, you're doing a great job. Yes, we love you. Blah, 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 whatever. It's time to get mad, America. It's time to get mad and stay mad. But it's time to get mad, stay mad, but know who you need to be mad at. It's not your friends. It's not your relatives. It's not your co-workers. Everybody's allowed to have an opinion, just like you're allowed not to agree with it. Get mad at Congress. Get mad at the Senate. Or congressmen and women. Get mad at the senators. And get mad at the damn president. And vote their asses out. Okay? Any change is better than no change. Okay? If we vote them all out, vote in new people, figure out what screwed it up, the next election we'll change it again. But sitting home and deciding not to do anything because my vote don't count, voting for the same person every election, nothing changes. It's time to change who you're voting for. Okay? So, be nice to each other. Get along. Learn to live and let live. Whatever, cliche you need to get by, but you've got to get along with your friends. Some of you have been friends for 10, 20 years. And now, because they want to vote for such and such, and you want to vote for whoever, now you could be friends with them. Hey, guess what? Their political views hadn't changed in the last 20 years. Your political views haven't changed in the last 20 years. It's just for some reason this particular election has everybody on edge. Right? It's bad enough the government's done everything it can to keep us polarized in this country anyway. Okay? You got people over here screaming about gun rights. People over here screaming about, protecting our gun rights. You know, people over here screaming about defunding Planned Parenthood. People over here screaming you can't defund Planned. There's no happy mediums anymore, right? Immigration, close the borders, blah, 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 whatever. Don't get mad at each other. Discuss it. Talk it out like adults. And if you can't come to a happy medium, happy conclusion, then quit discussing it, right? There's no reason to give up all these friendships. There's no reason to give up all these acquaintances. There's no reason to be mad at each other. I don't know about you. I personally don't know Barack Obama. I don't know Bernie Sanders. I don't know Donald Trump. They've never been to my house. They don't care if I vote for them or not. Okay? Some of you have been to my house. You've been here. You've had dinner. You've had drinks. You've had fun. Why should you and I quit talking to each other because we don't see eye to eye on who needs to be elected? The person's going to be elected regardless. Now, you and I just ain't going to talk anymore? Makes no sense. And the last thing, if you're one of these people, for some reason, that feels that their purpose in life is to be the devil's advocate on everything somebody posts on Facebook, stop it. Somebody posts something on Facebook, whether it's politically charged or not, and you feel the need to comment the opposite of what they posted because in your mind, this is how you're supposed to respond to everything, stop that. Nobody cares for that. Okay? If you've got a legitimate response to something, let's discuss it, by all means. If you're just going to post something negative or opposite because that's the mood you're in today or because you got divine calling to be an asshole, stop it. Just stop it. Nobody wants to hear it, and everybody's tired of it. Okay? You can't be positive all the time, that's your business. You can't be friendly all the time, that's your business. But for you to purposefully go to every page and every comment that you can find and make a comment to the negative or to the opposite of what that is because you want to, stop it. Okay? Just stop it. Let's have a discussion. You want to discuss the candidates? Fine, let's discuss the candidates. I'm still not telling you who I'm voting for, but I'll happily discuss my thoughts and views with you on a person-to-person basis. You want to discuss religion? I will happily discuss religion with you. Okay? You want to discuss the economics? You want to discuss stock market? You want to discuss astrophysics? There is no reason to have to make a negative comment or completely opposite observation on everything somebody posts just because, like I said, you feel you got the divine right to do it. No, because then I don't know where you stand on anything. The other people don't know where you stand on anything because you're always making the opposite comment. Everybody's tired of it. Okay? I'm not calling names because I got several people that do it to me personally. I'm fed up. I don't know where you stand on anything because it doesn't matter what is posted, you're making the exact opposite comment. It's bullshit. It needs to stop. It's bad enough people's damn nerves are torn up over this election anyway without you running around playing devil's advocate because you got nothing better you do with your damn time. All right? That's all I got to say about that. So, get educated. Make communication with your congressmen and senators. Be nice to each other. All right? Grow up. You're Americans. You're adults. It's time to act like it. Let's take our country back. We, the people, need to take our country back from the assholes in D.C. All right? So get educated. Get involved. Know who to vote for. And go out and do it. Let's make changes this year. Let's make change. Whether it's good or bad, let's make the changes. Okay? Anyway. Uncle Steve loves you. Wants you to be happy and be safe out there. Y'all have a nice day.